do you think? D or B minor? There we go. I think got to end it there. Hi. It is Friday, it's Friday the 13th. Who cares? Who's superstitious? Lot going on around here, and sorry once again, I only got to one lesson this week. Just got it wrapped up this morning. Just got it posted this morning. It's been wrapped up for a little while, but boy, having a lot of fun listening to Bruce Cockburn stuff. Man, the album Stealing Fire, 1984. Got more songs coming from that. I shouldn't give it all away now. You got to figure it out, I'm sure, by now, though. Yeah, but that's not the one that came out this week. You know what? As I mentioned in the lesson, just thrashed my thumb working on this. Gotta protect a callus now, or not a callus, God, a bruise. It's a blister. This lesson was I was really thinking, I should just incorporate the Bare Naked Ladies version into it as well. And then as I listened to that, I thought, no, you know what? They got a whole bunch of other songs. Let's make that a separate lesson. So that's probably coming up too. This is, of course, Bruce Cockburn's "Lovers in a Dangerous Time." And every time I don't stumble into his songs, but every time I do a little deeper dive into some of his songs, I find something that's going to be really challenging for most guitar students. This one is no exception. The right hand with what's going on in this is a challenge. And I suggest doing this with a pick to spare some flesh. You don't need any more blood in the game, especially when it gets to the solo. Anyhow, there you just saw the whole song, so you don't need to check the lesson anymore. But that's everything that happens, aside from cool vocals and then a pyrotechnic vocal solo that I don't even address in the lesson, as you may have guessed. So that was it. I've gotten some interesting requests lately for lessons. Lindsey Buckingham tunes could be on the horizon. More Bruce Cockburn, more band stuff. I got a couple more tunes from the band floating around in the archives. I did hear, I hope everybody's staying healthy. Caught a little post that our the friend of TG, Al Stewart, has had to cancel some shows for health reasons. I hope it stays minor. Anyway. But best wishes going out to Al and anybody else fighting the plague. Let's see what I just have two. Yeah, only really two quick announcements. Well, one of them's kind of big. No, they're both kind of small. Tomorrow, our KOA members, you guys have you've got some cool extra perks, including like a once a month solo live lesson with me. So that's happening tomorrow, Saturday the 14th at noon California time. So if anybody has joined the KOA program lately, be sure to check the forum. That's where the KOA forum about the upcoming Pathways webinar is what we call those sessions. And they're really to give whoever's there gets a little bit of individual attention to head off into seeing how they're doing on things they're working on. Vanessa joined us a couple of months ago, and it was pretty cool because one of the members who was working on tunes had been working on, was it If I Needed You? I think so, yeah. A tune of Vanessa's, and Vanessa was there to help with some guidance there. So let's see. Save that story for later. So KOA, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, 14th, noon California time. And I think the last I'd mentioned that there's a lot of little changes kind of behind the scenes going on here at TG, and this one really only affects people who we've had the new site up for over 2 years now. Two. Started in May of 2020. Or was it 2019? Holy moly. Anyway, in any case, we have kept the old site, Totally Guitars, up and running. It is going away within the next month. So some of you who are still using it, you really need to migrate over to the new site. And we've got some great people, great support staff. Lesia, who is our main support person, who I want to thank for a great meeting early this morning, late in the afternoon, early in the evening, in the part of the world she is in. But she is our right-hand woman on keeping the support world running here at TG. But if you're using the old site, pretty soon it won't work. So get that move happening, and we're trying to contact everybody who is still there. But because the new site, after 2 years, or has it been 3? Did I already ask that? Is rolling along mostly smoothly. We still have a couple of mice in the basement, bugs in the works that we're trying to fix. So anyway, I think that's it for my news today. I have kind of a busy weekend. We're into the heavy throes of Hogan birthday season and anniversary season. Middle of May, actually it starts in the beginning of May, although even kind of the end of April with birthdays. So, and let's see, let me end with something. What haven't I played in a while? Oh no, it wasn't that. You know, I usually have music playing in the backyard and random stuff comes on. And the other day I'm hearing this really cool ragtime piece that reminded me of one of the first ragtime pieces I ever tried to play or learn, found in a book. And it was because I've told you this story before, but some of you probably haven't heard it. When this was, oh my gosh, over 40 years ago. Yeah, it was just about, 45 years ago. Anyway, I was teaching at a store, and a guy came in who wanted to learn, who'd been working on a couple of tunes. And at that point, I hadn't been listening to a lot of other guitar players, or, I probably already had the first Hot Tuna album by then. Yeah, it was definitely after 1970 or 71. Anyway, it was more like 72 or 73, maybe 74. Anyway, gets to the point. Came in and had been working with two songs that I was not familiar with. One was John Renbourn's Lady Nothing's Toy Puff, and that kind of opened my door into the John Renbourn world, and it was never closed until a few years ago when John passed away. Still not closed, because I still hear other things of his that I missed for one reason or another, or didn't pay enough attention to. Boy, the other day I was playing the Black Balloon album. What was that album called? Oh, I think it was called the Black Balloon. Yeah, has the pelican on it, and Mist-Covered Mountains of Home. Yeah, open G minor tuning song. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to get to a different story. So I heard this ragtime piece that I thought was Dallas Rag, which was the other piece that this student John was trying to work on, which is this. That's the part I gotta practice. This part, no. This one's easy to remember. Anyhow, I'm listening to this cool tune on the playing through on the iTunes. And I think, oh yeah, that's like one of the first ragtime pieces I ever learned, and it came along with, and so I picked up the album, the book that came from, Grossman's book called Contemporary Ragtime Guitar. Slow down. And worked on it. Some other great tunes in there, Red Pepper Rag, and I've got a couple lessons at TG. Money's All Gone, I learned from that. Another one called Colored Aristocracy. I think I have lessons on both of those. Could be wrong, but turns out the song, when I went back later to look at the iTunes and say, hey, who was that did Dallas Rag? It wasn't Dallas Rag. It was this. Let me think. Uh-oh. There it is. Let me try that again. I'm not going to get it. This is what happens if you don't look at something for like 25 years. This is from a different book. This was Happy Traum's fingerpicking book. And that was called Dill Pickle Rag, or Dill Pickles Rag, however you want to phrase that. Really cool tune. And I remember it had a couple things that seemed impossible at the time. One of which is you either got to use your thumb for a bass note here. Not a big deal there, but then it has to drop down to the 7th fret in a different shape. And you can see all the tension this creates all over the body. Forget it. So I came up with an alternate way to do that. And it just didn't quite work there a second ago. It was with I need a term for this. It's a bar across 2 different frets. I'm trying to play the 7th fret on the 6th string and the 8th fret on the 2nd string, and then some other notes. I don't know why I went into that story. Probably because I wanted to, well, never mind. I think that's it for this week. Don't let me go off on these tangents. See you next week.